Lambert with your Daily Detangler, and I want to talk to you today about contributions. Contributions are what you provide to others to make a result happen. There are three things that are working on the team as others are contributing. They are trusting your value add, creating and converting, and focusing on the experience. When it comes to trusting your value add, you may feel like you're climbing a mountain. It's important to realize that this is a normal process, and it's also something that others have done before you. The suggestion that they have is to remember you're on the team for a reason. Remember that when the going gets tough, that you're there to help the team be successful, and whatever you do and whatever you provide is oftentimes more helpful than you think. It's also important that you lean into your strengths. Not everybody is the same. Everybody has their own strengths, skills, and their own experiences. Lean into that and also ask and be curious on how you can help. And the third thing is put the customer first. Being on a team often means it's not about you. It's about putting the customer first and helping the team be successful so that the customer can be successful. So perhaps it's time to take a step back and not focus on so much of the work that you're doing, but the overall work that the team is doing, and help the team climb the mountain together. The second thing that's working is focusing on converting and creating. You'll often hear on the team that it's important to be disciplined. What does that mean? Well, discipline means being able to focus on and bring your valuable impact. We all have value that we can bring, but what's in the middle? What is a valuable impact? On this team, it means what you're converting and what you're creating. In other words, the thinking time and the quality of it, and the production time that you put in. When you look at it this way as an equation, think about how much time you're spending thinking. If that's a 0, your creation time is going to be neglected. You're basically doing a random act of creation. If you're spending all your time creating without thinking, you're probably creating noise. What you want to do is think about how you're converting, the discipline of your thinking, how you're structuring your information, and how you're spending your time to produce something of value. That's often determined by your customer and the next person that's consuming what you create. So ask them how you're doing. Focus on creating and converting and be disciplined. Another thing that's working is focusing on the experience. Well, it's easy to focus on putting fingers on keyboards and thinking about all the work we have to do, or perhaps how uncomfortable we are while we're doing the work. Think about why you're sharing what you're sharing. Think about what you're sharing and how you are sharing it. The why, what, and how of creating content or creating value to others. Why are you providing the information that you're providing? Why are you creating that output? Is it for you or is it for the customer? What are you sharing? How structured is that? Are people able to engage in what you're producing and what you're sharing? Or are you expecting a one-way where you share and you don't get anything back? If you really want to collaborate, what you share has to be structured. How you share it is also critical. Using email for long, rambling paragraphs about how you came to this discussion or how you came to this conclusion can lose people. Use video for that, and keep email and the reading of all the content in the email to specific, short, concise statements that you can even read on your phone. Lean into the verbal communication, which means you have to structure those, and you have to be disciplined in the communication that you're providing if you expect a reaction back. So take the time to think through how you're going to structure it, what you're going to share, and why you're sharing it. This leads to focusing on the experience. Our key principle here is principle 1. It's the experience stupid. The experience that you create is the experience that you give. It's also the culmination of all your work. So think about the experience that you want to create as you're engaging and creating content. This has been your Daily Detangler. If you have something you'd like to learn more about or perhaps you're stuck on, feel free to reach out to me at any time. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.